Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. So I've been busy ordering some coral frags online. These have come from the coralcentre.com. I'll leave a link to their website in the description below if you want to check them out. I've ordered 5 new corals for my tank, that being the blue mushroom, Signalaria, 1-star polyps, an Australian Duncan and a leather toadstool. So what we're going to do now is just unbox these boys. Get them floating in the tank for about 10-15 minutes to get the temperatures acclimated. Then we'll drip some of the water from my tank into these, and then we'll show you how I dip my corals using Coral RX Pro. So let's get on with it. Got my scissors here, let's get these unboxed. Okay, so I've just started to unbox these. Really good design. They seem to be really well packaged, which is great news. Came on an overnight, so delivery guaranteed before 1 today. Heat pads still nice and warm, so that's great news. So we'll get these boys out and I'll get them floated in the tank. Okay, so still unboxing the corals. One of the things I wanted to say, the company want these boxes returned so they can reuse them, which I think is a great idea. So I'll get that sent back. So there's the corals. Slight put me off here because I was expecting them to come in bags, but as you can see, they're in these like little plastic containers, and the frag plug is connected to a bit of polystyrene inside there that keeps it nice and afloat and protected. So really good idea. Really impressed with how they've done this. So what I'm going to do is transfer these into a bag so that I can float them in the tank, and then we'll move on to the next stage, which will be dipping them in Coral RX Pro. So let's get on with that. Okay, so the corals have been acclimating in the tank for about 10-15 minutes. I've then drip acclimated from my aquarium into this bag for further sort of 15 to 20 minutes. So not only do we have the temperature to the right level of my tank, but we also have the salinity also up to the same level. So what I've done from there is I have this separate pot here, and I'm going to use this to do my Coral RX Pro dip for each coral. So you can see I've marked a line here. So according to the instructions on the bottle, it's 30 drops of Coral RX per gallon of water. So in here is just shy of 400 millilitres of water. So working that out based on the number of drops per gallon, converting that into millilitres, I'm going to need approximately 4 drops of Coral RX Pro into this size of water there. You leave the corals in here, we'll mix them around, we'll see what sort of beasties, if anything, will come off of those, and we'll leave them in the dip for about 5 to 10 minutes. From there, I have some clean aquarium water from in here, and what we'll do is we'll transfer the corals from the dip, we'll give them a rinse in the clean water from my aquarium, and then we'll place them into the tank itself. Once I've done that for all of these, we'll have a look at what's come out, and then I'll show you the end result with the new corals in the tank and how they're doing. Okay, so I've dipped all the corals now, and to be honest with you, not a lot really to have come off these. One or two little things which look like copepods to me, but nothing major in terms of flatworms or bristleworms or any of those sort of nasty hitchhikers that you can sometimes get on the corals, particularly when you purchase them online. As I say, everything's dipped now in the tank, so I'm just letting everything settle, put them in the sort of places I'd like them to be for now, and that may change. So I'll now switch to the view once everything's settled down, and you can see the end result. Okay, so here's all the corals now placed in the tank. It's been a couple of hours now since I've done this, so not all of them are sort of happy and have extended out their polyps just yet, but just to give you an idea, here's the Australian Duncan. Down this corner here we've got the toadstool, which has come out quite nicely. Again, apologies for the camera, the iPhone just doesn't really do it justice, but and some of the polyps there on the GSP is starting to come out. And the blue mushroom at the back there. What I've done is had a bit of a change around to make some room for the Duncan, so the Pulse and Xenia I've put up there, it was on the sand bed. I've moved him up there now. A bit closer to the light, so we'll see how that goes. So that's it for this video. Hope you've enjoyed. As ever, please feel free to leave any comments, any questions. More than happy to share with you, as ever, any of my experiences, good and bad, of course. If you like the content, you want to keep seeing more, then please hit the subscribe button. And I think the next update is going to include perhaps a fish. It depends really, given the circumstances we're in. I'm a little reluctant to order a fish online, but I've seen one that I want to get. And now that my tank's slightly, well, it's been sort of 6 months plus now, I've got a good supply of copepods in here, so I'm sort of toying with the idea of getting a Mandarin Dragonet, or Mandarin Goby as they're known. Ideally I'd get that from my local fish store, but given the situation, as I say, I'm not sure I'm going to do that, so looking into it online. So that may well be the next update. But until then, everyone stay safe, stay well, happy reefing, and see you in the next one. Thank you.